Hey my toy friends, I'm back. This is part 2 of my thrift haul. I did it in 2 parts because last time the video cut off there at the end when I went to show the Keeper's carousel horse, so I'm doing a twofer. We're gonna call this one Vintage Plush Palooza because the last bag is where I went to a different Goodwill and I dug through their plush bin and found so many vintage plush. I believe from the 70s and 80s, but still. Okay, whew. I'll save the clothes. Let's see. I thought this was a reproduction when I picked it up because it's in such good shape, but no, I don't think it is. I was looking at the hardware and it's really rusty, and usually the reproduction ones are dated, so I think this is an original. I mean, it might be a reproduction, but the hardware looks super aged to me. So little Fisher Price pull toy. I have the turtle that is original. My son's grandmother, my ex-mother-in-law. I say my son's grandmother because it just sounds nicer, but we're close. I love her. She loves me. We still talk. We're on good terms. She gave me her childhood turtle, so I have the turtle. I got this bag, a couple of bags of Nintendo figures for my kiddo. We've got this Bowser, this Yoshi, 2 of those, and this Mario. It's a 2017 McDonald's. Let's see if he still talks. Nope, that's a shame. Yeah, little McDonald's Mario. We'll see if Mr. Towns wants those. Here is the other bag. They must have just put these out. They must have all come from someone's collection. This is a Jack Specific Luigi. So that tells me that's probably older. And there's the little Mario. We'll see if he wants those. Here's a little Yoshi on a bike. I think that's a McDonald's one. Oh my gosh. Da-dum, da-dum. Love Yoshi. Love him. Okay. And then I also got this bag for the Foxy Funko Pop. Five Nights at Freddy's. I don't know, whatever it is. Whenever that game came out, he was little and he was like terrified. We couldn't even walk past the merchandise in stores. So the fact that he's like actively looking for it now just kind of blows my mind. But it has been like 10 years, so time flies. And then this is a Titans 2015 Alien vs. Predator. So we'll see if Towns wants this. If he does not, into the shop with it. And I also found this. Actually, Bryson found this. And he decided he wanted something else. And I was like, well, I'm still getting that. That's for me. It is a Batman motorcycle. Maybe like a... Yeah. And the thing about this one, I believe it's missing pieces. But yeah, it's missing at least one handlebar. It was made by Kenner. So I know it's from the 90s. Let's see if there's a year. I saw Kenner on it and I was like, yep. Yeah, I don't see a year, but I picked it up. It was made by Kenner. Kenner is no longer in business, so that was my first clue. They did the toys for the animated series too, which was on TV when I was a kid. And that's how you know it's old. I found this Fisher Price sink. I don't know anything about it. I've never seen these before. I don't know if it still works. I can still hear the bellow for pumping the water in there. I haven't tested it yet. I've got to clean it. It says 1982 Fisher Price. It's got some yellowing, so I might try. I think it's missing some decals as well. So I might try some acne cream on it to try and brighten it back up. Maybe run a little bleach through it. And then it's kind of heavy, so I might put it in the shop. We'll just have to see. I try not to bother with things that are either really big or really heavy, because I do charge shipping. I don't do free shipping, but I have really low prices, I feel like. So I have a lot of items in my shop that are $20 or less. So I can't eat the fees and my cost on the item and shipping. Like, then I wouldn't make anything. I'd probably be in the negative. Found a couple of clothing items. I know I don't show them a lot. I really don't buy clothes a whole lot because I don't go anywhere. I got this Matilda Jane tunic. I love buying Matilda Jane for my daughter. I never see the women's Matilda Jane, and when I do, it's a size small, and I'm not a small. I'm a large. Yeah, this is a large, and it's just like a belted tunic. I figured I'd wear it with leggings at Christmas time because it's got like a metallic gold thread running through it. It's very soft. Matilda Jane clothing is expensive. I get the dresses for my daughter secondhand. I've been fortunate to thrift several because there's no way I can afford it retail. Like, I can get so many pieces for what one dress would cost. I just can't do it. And then I also found this dress. It's a Jessica Howard. Probably came from like Belk or Dillard's or something. It's got the little pom-poms at the bottom. So this is a Lily Pulitzer dupe. Lily Pulitzer has made many, many dresses just like this. So I picked this up. It is linen, at least on the shell. I think it's lined and polyester. But it was $7. Like, I live on the Mississippi Gulf Coast, right next door to Biloxi, and I'm maybe 40 minutes from Mobile, Alabama. We don't get a true winter, and I tend to dress coastal, bright colors all year round, and I love Lily Pulitzer, and I love Kate Spade, and I love Betsy Johnson, you know, bright, bold, cheerful, kind of tropical. I just wear it all year because here it's, you know, mostly summer. We have beaches, and it's just, you know, a coastal area. I found this dress. I don't know if it'll fit me. It says large, but you guys, this is like one of those cheap dresses. I mean, it is lined at the top, barely. Little lace sleeves. But it's like this dusty rose lace, and I got this because it's the same color as the witch hat I wanted from Spirit Halloween. So I figured, if anything, I could cut the top off and just have the skirt. Or what I'm thinking about doing now is taking the top off and sewing a ribbon onto it and cutting it down the front and making it like a cape to go with the witch hat. So I'd be like a pastel witch, and I think that would be cool. I'm very excited for that. Let's see. What are you guys doing for Halloween? Are you dressing up? We have trunk or treat at my daughter's school, so I have to figure out how I'm going to decorate my car and what I'm going to wear. And then I might pass out candy from my neighborhood. Like, we have a neighborhood trunk or treat. My neighborhood has a golf course and a small hotel. And last year, they had trunk or treat at the hotel, and I passed out candy. And it was okay. I really enjoy seeing what all the kids are wearing and handing out candy to all the children. But I was trying to be friendly to the people around me, and some of the people in this neighborhood are snobby. I'll just say it. There's some, like, down on the water, there's some really nice houses. Those people need to come back down to earth. We are all human. Okay, enough of my tea. I found this blue. As you can see, she's dirty. I'm hoping that'll wash out, but I didn't want to leave her because she is a Viacom Blues Clues, made by Eden Toys, licensed through Viacom. And if you don't remember, or if you didn't know, Viacom had the rights for all the Nickelodeon shows when I was a kid. And I want to say Cable One or Comcast or whoever bought out Viacom. I don't think Viacom is even in company anymore. I think it was bought out. But I could be wrong. But I saw Viacom and I saw Eden, so that told me 90s or early 2000s. So I picked up blue. Also, she's just like a really good quality plush. Like you can tell the older stuff because it's just better made. Found another snuggle. Okay, this one's bigger than the last one I sold. I had one from the 80s that I sold in my shop, and it was smaller. This one is a Raspberry from, it did have a year. Yeah, 1986. Look at this thing. I mean, it looks new. It's in such good condition to be from 86. So, yeah. Another snuggle. It didn't sell for a whole lot. I don't really have a lot of high dollar sales, to be honest. But I just like finding the old stuff. I like getting it into the hands of the people that are looking for it. I mean, I'm obviously not doing this to earn a living. I would be starving if that was the case. But it does help fund these videos and my collecting, and I just really enjoy it. So that's why I do what I do. And I think that makes the difference. I really do. Like, if you're just buying this stuff just based on what you think you can get for it, I don't think that's an effective strategy. Like, you have to care about what you're doing, and you have to love what you're doing in order to be successful at something. Strategy is only going to take you so far. Okay. Man, I got some rants today. I found this Pokemon manga. And I think this is all ages. I'm going to double check before I hand it to my oldest. I don't know if he'll want it. If not, maybe one of my sisters will. They both like manga. I found this Care Bears book. Melody wasn't very interested in it at the time, but like I said, she's been watching the movies. It has 0 color. This is like the most basic. Just like so plain. I guess you're supposed to color it? I don't know. It says kids stuff, records, and tapes. So it probably, yeah, see the pictures, hear the story, read the book. So it probably came with a little 45 record. And that's a shame that it doesn't have the record, but still cool. We love Care Bears here. Got 2 of these Barbie books. Gosh, I love these. I love how they have like the scenes with the dolls. Like, that is so fun. I've never been one for like miniatures or dioramas, but here lately, since I've been doing my Dolly Circus on my shelf, I've been more interested in that kind of thing. These are like so fascinating. This reminds me of the commercials where you'd see the Barbie doll swimming under the water. That was always so cool. 2 of those. Number 1, Welcome to Dead House. This is a Scholastic. It's not a parachute. It's got a little bit of wear. I already have this one. I'm going to double check. I think the one I have is in nicer condition. Regardless, whichever one is in the better condition, I'll keep for my shelf. And the other one will go for sale. I'm getting quite the book stack here. I've got to get on that whatnot training. And then a couple of game books for my oldest, for Towns. He might have this one already. I feel like he got this one last week. I'm not sure. If that's the case, I'll put it in the little free library in our neighborhood. I can't keep up with the books I collect and the books he collects. I just buy them. Children's books don't cost very much at the thrift store. Don't buy kids' books new. It is such a scam. I mean, support an author. If you love them and you want to support them, that's great. But as far as your children's books, especially like super common ones, get them at the thrift store. I found this. This is the only thing I found the day that I went to the Goodwill in my town. It is a Dakin monkey, and I believe that she's missing her boyfriend to embrace, but I felt bad for her. I wanted to get her. Look at her eyes. I love when Plush have these. Her little bow is a little worn, but she does have her original bow. Dakin 1976. So we're seeing the evolution of the Dakin tags today. So the 76, we've just got the text, and then in the 80s we had the yellow bear tag, and then in the 90s we had the triangle graphic. So, seen the evolution of the Dakin tags today. You're welcome. Okay, we're to the last bag, and this is the vintage plush jackpot, I guess. I mean, they're all TLC, but the lady ringing me up, she sold them to me for very cheap. And I'm gonna restore these and get them listed. I mean, they need a lot of love. They do. These are some pitiful friends. But ugh. One of my kids threw a candy in there. Yuck. Okay, the only non vintage one is this Blossom Powerpuff Girls plush. And she's not from the remake. She is from Spin Master. I thought there was a year. Maybe not. I don't think she's from the reboot, though. I think she's from the first run of the series. Well, it wasn't really rebooted because it's still pretty similar, but I can tell a difference. And I also got a Cars sheet for my baby boy for his bed. He loves cars. He loves cars and vehicles. Okay, and then one not so old thing is this hamster. I have to test it, but people collect these. I mean, they're like a weird thing, like the Furbies. People collect them. Do you guys remember like the nunchuck hamsters? People collect those. So I picked it up. It's from I don't know, maybe early 2000s? I don't know. I just saw that people collect those, and it's a hamster in a bunny outfit. So hopefully it works. If not, oh well. Okay, the 4 pitiful friends. Okay, saw this guy pretty early on. He's fun. This reminds me of that one outfit that Robin Williams wore. Maybe it was his Mork outfit. But I feel like Robin Williams, he wore an outfit with like a cropped shirt like this and a hat with a pom-pom at some point. I don't know. I've been thinking about Robin Williams a lot lately. We just... What a shame, you know? What a shame. This has the Commonwealth. Okay, so it's Commonwealth. Tag doesn't look super old, but I would say maybe 80s or 90s on this guy. Really cute. We got this very sad little white cat. This is a dandy. No year. She's missing her nose. But she needs a wash. She's still got her little bow. She needs a nose and a wash and a fluff. Got this sweet little bear. I thought this was his Christmas hat, but it velcros on, and I don't see any like tabs for it to stick to his head, so maybe not. But just like this little Valentine puppy. Got a little plastic heart and a little plastic nose. Also Commonwealth. No year. This little koala.
Mommy, check out my lions.
Oh, wow. Mommy, check out my lions. You've got some cool lions. This one is a Raspberry. And I don't see a year. You can tell he's a little bit older.
This lion.
I see. Wow. What a cool bunch of lions you have. Look at this little bunny, you guys.
Look at that lion.
Look how sweet with his little tongue.
Look at that lion.
Look at that lion.
He's so big.
He's so big. This says Walmart, but it has like the most basic tag. Do you see that? It's just like a really simple text. Tags can tell you a lot.
Look at that lion.
Look at that lion. This little guy is also missing his nose. This is Schnapps. He is also a Raspberry. His tag looks a little newer. It's the same font and everything, but instead of being the brown printed on, it's like a gray embroider. So, I'll have to look up Schnapps. A mountain lion.
Look at this lion.
Wow.
It's a mountain lion.
It's a mountain lion. So this one is a Gund, or as Cole says, Gund.
Look at the lion.
Look at all the lions. My goodness.
They're scary.
They're scary. 1985. Just a sweet little puppy. He's got eyes in there somewhere. He just needs a clean. He's tiny. And then this guy, He has like a little mole. He probably had several of these, and then like his nose is missing. He's busted open in the back. He done busted his back.
Look at other ones.
Shredded clippings. He's a dandy. His tag looks screen printed. It says musical patches. So maybe somebody took out his music box. I'm not sure. But he's cute. We'll get him a nose. We'll get him cleaned up. And then the last thing is the one for me. And I was super excited. It's this sweet vintage bear. Just look how sweet he is. He has his little ears starting to come off. So he's got to have surgery. I don't even see a company for him. It is a screen printed tag, so he's not super old. He could be from mid to late 90s, maybe even the early 2000s. But he just had such a sweet face, and I just didn't want to leave him. Maybe I'll give him a bow tie. He's a cutie. Okay, so that was everything for part 2. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, the world's a better place because you're here in it and you matter. I hope you're having a fantastic day or night, wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.